Well, I've got one hell of a report to share with you guys today, specifically regarding FTX's chief fraudster, in which I am going to reveal what I believe to be the Democrats and the Department of Justice's real plan behind his arrest that just happened just a couple of days ago. You guys are literally going to be floored. I'm going to go step by step, and your jaw's going to hit the floor. But check out my sponsor before I begin at ketowithlisa.com. If you guys haven't tried this keto diet powder, then you want to do that. It boosts your metabolisms, gives you extra energy as well, and supports that mental focus in your head. But right now you can get it for up to 51% off by going to ketowithlisa.com. And I personally take this myself as well and absolutely love it. All right. So let's dive into what I believe to be the real agenda of the Democrats and the Department of Justice regarding FTX's chief fraudster's arrest. And for that, I have to take you back about a month, back to about November 18th-ish, because something happened at a congressional hearing between Sam and Maxine Waters. And I want you to be aware of that first. And then I'm going to go step by step of all the way to his arrest and how I believe there is more to the story, right? So let's dive in. Take a look at this first article here, and I found this on Twitter, and this is Benny Johnson, and he points out in this video, Maxine Waters appears to blow a kiss at FTX's chief fraudster, Sam Bankman-Fried, at a congressional hearing while the cameras were still rolling. She's the one who was supposed to grill SBF next month, and watch this video, and you can decide for yourself, but I absolutely think that's exactly what she did. So there it is. There she goes. She blows a kiss. Mwah. Bye-bye now. Mwah. Bye-bye now. Mwah. Bye-bye now. Thanks for the billions of dollars I'm sure someone in your industry got, specifically AKA Democrats. Now, let's fast forward a little bit to about December 2nd-ish, and Maxine Waters and the U.S. House Committee on Financial Services put this out. And take a look at this tweet. You can see Maxine Waters, U.S. House Committee on Financial Services, and it states, regarding SBF FTX, we appreciate that you've been candid in your discussions about what happened at FTX. Your willingness to talk to the public will help the companies, the customers, the investors, and others. To that end, we would welcome your participation in our hearing on the 13th. Keep that date in mind, December 13th, right? Then we scroll down a little bit. I really have to share Carol Roth's tweet here back because it's a good question. What does SBF and company have on these politicians that the head of the Financial Services Committee would say this at all, let alone publicly? Good question. Good question, right? It seems there's a little more going on between the Democrats and FTX, right? But let's go on a little bit because, of course, they announced their hearing. And here we are. Let's go to the hearing. FTX founder Sam Bankman-Fried says he's willing to testify before the House committee. Bankman-Fried was responding to Representative Maxine Waters' request to appear at a December 13th hearing. All right. So he's going to go to this hearing. Maxine Waters is having a love affair, metaphorically speaking, at least on Twitter, with this guy. Bye. Mwah, bye. Mwah. We're so thankful for your willingness to come to our hearing. And by the way, he intended and agreed to do this hearing from his mansion in his paradise in the Bahamas. So let's just do this hearing on really fancy location, but I digress. It seems the Democrats were, kind of okay with the fact that he defrauded investors to the tune of billions and billions and billions of dollars, harming over 1 million American citizens, just wiping some of their life savings. But I digress. Now on to even bigger stuff. Earlier this week, on December 12th, the day before the scheduled hearing on the 13th, just the day before, he gets arrested. Take a look, foxbusiness.com. FTX founder Sam Bankman arrested in the Bahamas. U.S. expected to request extradition, authorities say. Oh, so just one day before your little scheduled hearing, he's arrested. Coincidence? I don't know. I'll let you decide. But here we go. We also know that it was a possibility that he was turned in by a close associate. So a close associate of SBF tipped off the Bahamian authorities. A close associate of Sam Bankman-Fried tipped off regulators in the days before the collapse of FTX that the now jailed founder had likely funneled customer money into his hedge fund, Alameda Research, in a move which helped accelerate the millennial former billionaire's downfall. It goes on that according to Financial Times, the co-chief of FTX Bahamas operation, Ryan, told the country's Securities Commission on November 9th that FTX had shifted customer funds to Alameda in order to cover their losses. Ryan spoke with Christina, director of the Bahamas Security Commission, the same day Roll sent a referral to the Royal Bahamas Police Force conveying the information. So he was turned in by a close associate, right? So here we have him getting arrested literally the day before the hearing. And what has he been charged with thus far? We'll take a look. This is also on Fox News. Federal prosecutors charge FTX founder with 8 counts of conspiracy and fraud. Specifically, and I'm going to reference my notes here, but 8 counts of wire fraud, money laundering, violations of security laws, and other financial crimes. And other things are coming up as well. So the question therein lies, why arrest him just before the hearing? Why not allow him to go through at the hearing, right? Well, the Republican brief has a really good assessment on that, and I want to take you to that article here, and it's headlined, Top Democrats in Collusion with the Department of Justice to Stop FTX Hearing and Cover Up All of Their Connections. Now, the article goes on, just as a reminder, Bankman-Fried agreed to testify from his location there in the Bahamas, his nice, beautiful home. But it goes on, the Daily Beast noted that when the Department of Justice learned that SBF would testify on December 13th, it set its deadline right after that to December 12th to deliver an indictment to the Bahamas Attorney General to avoid the optical embarrassment of SBF testifying to Congress from a mansion in a tropical paradise. No, coincidence, yeah. Obviously, the Democrat-run DOJ was working together with House Democrats to stop the hearing by bringing charges in the final minute so Democrats didn't get shredded. Now, why would they get shredded? Well, let me see. Probably because they received to the tune of millions of dollars in donations from SBF to their campaigns. Take a look here, foxnews.com. Democrats are now silent on returning millions in donations from Sam Bankman-Fried, says a report. Bankman-Fried made over $40 million in campaign donations. Second, only to one of the worst men on the planet, George Soros. So they received billions of dollars. But, the show went on, and Representative Maxine Waters held her hearing, right? And really, really rushed through the hearing. Kind of strange-ish, right? Take a look at this. This is Maxine Waters at her FTX hearing without their star witness, by the way. Take a look here what she does, because it seems like she's trying to speed up everything, right? Here we are. Greg Price put this out. Laugh my FAO. Representative Maxine Waters tried to end the FTX hearing before Representative Lance got a chance to question the witness, who had to remind her that all the members of the committee are entitled to questions. Watch what she does here. Really pay attention. Take a listen.
Record the closing statements from Ranking Member McHenry and myself. And I'd like to thank you, Mr. John Ray III.
Chairwoman Waters.
For your presence here today.
Chairwoman Waters, I've not had an opportunity to testify or to question the witness.
I'd like to thank you for your presence.
Chairwoman Waters,
And for the time.
parliamentary inquiry.
Yes.
Are all members entitled to question witnesses?
You are, and if you would like to miss the votes on the floor for
Hey,
everybody.
it's
just
the
one
chairwoman's
moment.
prerogative to call a
Just
recess.
one moment,
That's your
please.
decision, not mine.
Just one moment, please. You may go right ahead and have 5 minutes. Thank you.
Thank you, Madam Chair.
You're certainly welcome, sir.
Certainly welcome, sir. That was obviously done with a smug. Remember? Let me just remind you. Yeah, just go back here. Not saying she has an actual relationship with him. That is not what I'm saying at all. I'm saying it's probably likely money was involved for these people. Screw the American people who got screwed over by this fraudster. But hey, let's rush through this meeting so us Democrats don't get shredded. In fact, on that same report, the Republican brief, I'm going to go back to it. They have a really good assessment on there, and this is what it says. The Western Journal noted, perhaps it was because she, Maxine Waters, and many other Democrats were the beneficiaries of Bankman-Fried's money. Although the lion's share of the party's second largest donor's contributions went to the Senate Democrats, he had directed $300,000 to members of her committee. Oh, you benefited, Miss Maxine Waters, to the Washington Free Beacon. Last month, the Free Beacon reported that Bankman-Fried and his co-founders at the FTX contributed $300,351 to 9 members of the House Financial Service Committee. You mean the ones who put this out? The House Financial Service Committee, where we are happy and willing and happy that you've been candid with your approach. Yeah, that house. Yeah, that house. According to the Federal Election Commission records, some of the largest contributions were to Democrats on the committee's Digital Assets Working Group, which worked on regulation of the crypto industry. So why the arrest came right before? Why did the arrest come right before the hearing? Well, I'll let you decide, but there's a lot of questions regarding these campaign donations. And by the way, the White House was asked if, these donations would be returned to the American people. And here's what they had to say. Take a listen to this. This will knock your socks off as well.
The president received campaign donations, from him, and many prominent Democrats did, some Republicans did as well. Will the president return that donation? Does he call on all politicians who got campaign donations that may have come from customer money to return those funds?
So look, I'm covered here by the Hatch Act, limited on what I can say, and anything that's connected to political contributions from here, I would have to refer you to the DNC.
I don't know. I don't know. I can't talk about that. I can't say anything. I won't say anything at all regarding that. I'm just going to keep my mouth shut. Go ask the DNC because they got millions and millions and millions of dollars. Go ask them. So they won't comment on that. Wow. Over 1 million Americans harmed in the process. Life savings wiped out. And for the caring Democrat Party, seems like there isn't much caring after all. Anyhow, with that, please don't forget to go to restrictedrepublic.com. I created this website because of everything that is going on in society. Things are getting worse and they're getting bad. And right now, as a Christmas special, I'm going to offer it to you for the entire first year. You get it for $3.99 per month. Use the coupon code Christmas22, Christmas and the physical number 22, and that'll get you the discount there. But I've got a massive report coming out today. Justice Night just put out some reports. We've even got guest contributors that we are bringing on there. But if you really want the truth and to get down to the nitty gritty, then you need to get to restrictedrepublic.com. Anyhow, I love all of you. Thanks again for tuning in. I'm Lisa Haven, signing out.